Hey, it's InkdMage, and it's been a while since I made a video, so I thought I would do a terrain walkthrough plus some other stuff just to show you what I've been up to. So let's take a closer look. Before I take you through the terrain build I did, I want to show you the size of this mountain I printed up by Gamescape 3D. Let's first focus in on this 28mm mini from WizKids and then back out so that you can see just how gargantuan this is. And this is from Gamescape 3D. And it's an absolute beast. I've also been printing up, you can hear the machine over there going, these Gamescape 3D mushroom forest pieces. And what's cool about them, you can see there's stalactites, or stalagmites rather, rising up in their midst. And that'll be for a drow campaign I'm gonna run. A mini campaign, a precursor to a follow-up campaign. And that'll all be done after Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen is done. This is, you might recognize if you've played it, a location in the Northern Waste in the City of Lost Names, the Occupied Mansion. It's my take on it, but it's pretty faithful. I used WizKids Warlock tiles to create the home itself with some ruins from Gamescape 3D, printable scenery, WizKids, and Dwarven Forge, and a bunch of interior set dressing to dress the location up, including a kitchen and the stables. There's the collapsed portion of the manor. And then we go upstairs. I thought, well, let's do a little dressing room with a mirror and comfortable chair. Love that chair by Galadoria Games, as well as these nightstands with candles on them, and the bed, and this little dresser piece here. That bear rug is from WizKids. And again, we've got some cool pieces in here, library pieces from Manic Games. This table is from WizKids. This one is Galadoria Games. Look at the little detail with the mushroom. Another one of those chairs that I love. The framework of the upper floor is, of course, done by WizKids, including the stairs up to an attic, which is not in the book, but I added it just for fun, as well as a cellar. And this is just for some random encounters in the ruined city. Just threw down some quick stuff on a old D&D map, covering up their ruins with actual ruins. But, so this video is really about this build, which has nothing to do with any game, and it's really just meant to be viewed this way, so it looks like there's a whole forest over here. And it was just to show off these ruined walls I printed and painted from Gamescape 3D. Now, the trees are filled in this area, as well as the mat and some rock hill pieces from Monster Fight Club, but the rest is Gamescape 3D. It's the MVP of this build. And I did a very quick and dirty paint job, but it shows you how good it can look, along with some ruined pieces from Gamescape 3D, from the ruined city pieces. And I've made tons of use of these, not just as river edge pieces, also from Gamescape 3D, but I've used them as cliff faces, hills. It's been really good. The main mat, it's actually two of them combined, is vinyl printed from Gamescape 3D. And I've got a couple Dwarven Forge terrain trays over here, but really we've got like these craters from destruction, ruined foundation pieces, ruined buildings. Again, let's get a closer look here at these river edge pieces, and they've got a variety of different river edge pieces, and that is really cool. They are really useful. I've made a lot of use of them, but I'm going to get a lot of use out of these ruined walls. I think they're pretty fantastic. Man, they could be from an ancient dwarven civilization or human or elven, whatever you want. They work really nice. They can still pose an obstacle for players to have to navigate over, and the walls are intact enough that they're defended. Their defense capabilities are still good, but plenty of breaches to present great opportunities to sneak in. You can see with some minis up there for scale. Now let me do more of a slow pass just so you can really get a look. Now this mat goes 4 feet across, and the whole mat is 6 feet. So, you know, I've got about 4 feet here that's being used for this build. So this is a really sprawling setup. And you can configure it. Maybe these are the ruined walls that once surrounded a keep, so you can configure them that way. Now my secret to to painting was I printed with black filament. I did a heavy dry brush. Well, actually, first I did a heavy, well, I wouldn't say it was heavy, but I did a coat of dark gray, then a heavy dry brush of blue, and then a light dry brush of like a sky blue. And I think it came out good. And I wanted to do something different because I normally do this very pale, you know, just gray, granite gray coloring for my walls and ruins. And I wanted something different. And actually, I'm wishing I went back and did everything this way. I think this looks way better. Particularly, let's see, I'm really liking that. Although seeing those places in between the stones and it's just like the small rubble, I did do like a light dry brush of granite gray and not the sky blue. Gamescape 3D has loads of stuff that is fantastic for your gaming table, and I highly recommend them. Really, whatever kind of campaign you need, they've got you covered. I wanted to have a lot of ruins because I'm doing Dragonlance, and Dragonlance is a world where there was a cataclysm. There was lots of ruins. And this is perfect. So actually, I may use this setup for Friday. Hey, I might use this as also for a random encounter. They've got to cross an area to get back into the city closer to their destination of the occupied manor. What do you think? Huh? What do you think, Busker? You're not impressed. All right. So there we have it. Sorry it's been so long since I posted a video, but I do most of my sharing on Instagram at InkdMage. And you can follow me over there for D&D exploits, as well as all the products that I love to share that bring my table to life and can do the same for you. Until next time, catch you later.